Hello everybody, my name is Bantu Doll and welcome to my YouTube channel. So this channel is where we post highlights of the very interesting and informative lives we host on my TikTok lives. The main account is Bantu Doll 1 and the backup one is Bantu Doll 2. So please do subscribe, share and comment, and also follow and join our TikTok lives. Our lives are all about politics and issues that affect us on a daily. Thank you so much and enjoy.
And interfere people. But yeah, I got here before Ricardo.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to say, I think it's quite irritating that we find ourselves having the same fights and explain stupid things to people all the time.
That's what
So
I
if you
said.
look at this thing of what EFF has said, Leo Ifagile Bantu is the one that says they are going to lay a charge for 8 South Africans who were denied health care somewhere, and they were going to do it in Soweto. But now, if you look at today's update, they are laying a charge against, that false story of a woman who was interviewed by Newsroom
Africa, yes,
Yeah,
I remember.
yes. Who says that she went there and they bamokosha and then wa lose the baby, although she got help at private. So yesterday, they said that they are going to lay a charge against because 8 South Africans were denied health care. But today, they are laying a charge based on the fact that this woman who was interviewed is the one who lost the baby. No, she wanted plasters. I mean, excuse me, bloody Zimbabweans come all the way from Zimbabwe to come and look for plasters in South African hospitals. Abana Maplaster Pick and Pay, Abana Maplaster Epoxa, close to where she lives. It just shows you how much we've allowed these people for the last 30 years to actually give them Ubuntu, allow them this treatment, suffer, because our people have suffered. There's a reason why we as South Africans make sure we've got medical aid. We don't go to hospital, no matter how sick you are, you'll get money to go to a doctor, because going to a hospital has become a nightmare. And now Dudula has actually shown us the problem is not the fact that hospitals are busy. It's not that because South Africans are sick. It's because we've allowed these people who shouldn't be here to have rights that they don't deserve. We, as taxpayers, as highly taxed as we are, and that's what's irritating me about South Africans. I don't know why South Africans are not angry that their tax money is used from some girl osuke namaphaca eZimbabwe banyobane nendoda yakhe, excuse my language, and decide ukuthi they are going to come and give birth in South Africa because they can. They have no birth plan. They've never gone for an antenatal. They have nothing and ever planned other than fact they are busy having unprotected shindies, and they think it's someone else's problem that they must be walking around with 6 children. I mean, that's just a basic sheer disrespect also of us as a people, and I'm upset that South Africans are not angry that that's where their taxpayers' money is going. We are so highly taxed in this country for us to be looking after people who don't care for themselves, who don't love themselves, who are actually coming here and want to be demanding. And because we've left them for this long, they are actually now actually believing that we owe them this right and that they should be getting this right, when actually they should be saying, thank you, South Africa. You did give us an opportunity to actually have this health care. I saw today someone saying, can we have a conversation about having what you call about them paying, etc., and how we treat each other. And it's up to Dudula, and thanks to Dudula, because had we not done the action that's been done, there wouldn't be these conversations. There wouldn't this being halapalu, where people actually maybe start deciding and saying, maybe we should actually think of how people paid or how things are done. I think EFF is one of those things that's irritating. You've got people who probably never even traveled out of their province wanting to talk about taking people from other countries who don't know how the world works, because there's countries that have literally been built by foreigners. For example, the UAE. UAE has been built by Indians and Pakistanis. But let me tell you one thing that Indians and Pakistanis do in that country. They respect the law. You'll never hear them making noise about why they must be made citizens. You'll never hear them making demands that are ridiculous. In fact, what the UAE practices is what's called putting their people first. So let's say, for example, you go to immigration to do your immigration and your papers. You've got a queue for Emiratis. and citizens. You've got a queue for people who are there on visas, who are there on visas for work, etc., etc. You then have a queue of the ones that are probably still coming to their papers have expired and they need to come and put their case forward why they should be let stay and why they should not be deported. So they prioritize their citizens in everywhere you go, to such an extent because also they're a Muslim country. Even in a train, you've got a side for women and a side for men. If as a woman I'm standing on the side and a man is busy pushing against me, I can actually call the cops and say, this guy is harassing me, he needs to move away. So not only do they put their citizens ahead, they really keep the spaces separate. And you've got people who want to just come here, who've made decisions, and it's not a South African's fault, by the way, that South Africa actually got involved in anything in their country and they did the decisions they made. But today South Africa is supposed to be responsible. I don't want to talk about EFF. I don't understand how Solomzi is probably worried about what Zimbabweans are eating when he probably doesn't know what Gogo Wase next door is eating. He doesn't care about the fact that Gogo Wase next door has to go back to hospital maybe 3 times in a week and use the last of the transport money because the medicine is finished, but he wants to come here and make noise about why Zimbabweans need to have rights in our hospital. He doesn't even know it does not even have school shoes, but he wants to make himself a hero to Malawians who don't give 2 hoots about him. And the day they spike him and rob him, they won't ask him, sorry bra, EFF, I won't deal with you. They see a South African, they see a person, they are gonna stab you, they are gonna take from you, and they don't see anyone with respect. They don't love you, these people. They are not here to be your friends. Why do you think they are able to come into a job and be, the moment they're a supervisor, they make sure that each and every South African is fired and their people are taking their jobs? Abantu babhizi bahlele emkhukhwini laphana nama-Wi-Fi abo mamabo are busy wanting to come on these platforms and be telling us about Pan-Africanism. Go and visit Zimbabwe, go and visit Mozambique, go and see those countries and maybe teach those people how to fight for their rights, how to make their governments be accountable, how to make sure that they fix their countries so that they don't degrade our country to the level that actually you guys are asking us to degrade our country to by asking and allowing these people to come here. Guys, stand up. You know, I always think about, like Joe Bafana say Joes by South Africa are supposed to be smart. Nisha Bafana Base Malawi, Pari Baranga wasn't a single sentence of English. Marba figure laban tatela right under your noses. And then he's big in palms under you are being a stupid Pan-Africanist. Because Nimnyama, you think they care. They don't love you. They are going to grape your sister, they are going to grape your friend, they are going to grape your daughter, they will take from you and they will leave you in the street and they will laugh at you. Stop being stupid. No one loves you. If you cannot even think about, even look in your own family tree. If you're all good and everyone is wealthy, everyone is got it, everyone has made it, then maybe you can start thinking about the neighbor. Do you even know what Malawi looks like? You don't even know, Marino. You must be all kumbaya with all these people. You know, it's so tiring to have this conversation on a daily basis. Which side of the head and take out that nonsense that in there and put something that will make them see. There's what's called national pride. There's what's called patriotism. Love yourself first. Love your own. You cannot be busy feeding abantwana base next door amanandos when your kids don't even have amantwana. Ay man, anyekuba stupid, please. We need to put South Africa first. We matter. We are still have fights to fight with Amapunu. We've got a transformation agenda that we need to fulfill. We need to take back our land. But in a delay, next thing would be one Zimbabwean wants to share land with us. Next thing about Okoncho Ngube. Mkhunu, because now they've taken your sister's surnames, are going to be fighting for the same land with you. And the next thing they were going to be going and getting all the tenders, which they're already getting, because they're going to get there with the South African surname, and no one's going to catch them out. We are in trouble, guys. Already this government and this ANC is giving tenders which belong to us as Black South Africans, to Amakwerekwere, but no, you love your Black African brothers. The day they spike you on the road and they deal with you, I hope you are in the headlines because I want to see you, because you must know when you die, you must think of Julius, which he lied to you because they don't love you. Thank you.